Zelda. I expect him to kind of still go with a true Samus. Yeah, exactly, Samus.
Exactly, yeah. All right, so this reminds me of like old school Melee right here. When people used to use every single character, but here we go. So we got Zelda versus Samus. Of course, gotta watch out for that Knight. Of course, that's like Zelda's go-to in the neutral.
Yeah. It's a very good tool because it kind of forces you to go forward. But since it's Samus in this case, Samus can just charge. So that's where the interaction kind of changes here in this matchup. Rather than they have to kind of decide who goes forward first in this situation. And Samus has a Zare, so anytime that she starts charging without the protection, it gets canceled. So that kind of dynamic where Ears is kind of used to with other characters is not currently working.
Exactly. All right, already have a high percent. Gotta watch out for those tipper back airs or a force smash near the ledge because it will KO right now.
Definitely. One of the things that Ears does like to do, he likes to put a lot of pressure that he will land the sweet spot fair back air. That's his go-to aerial approaches. He puts the fear in. And then if you're trying to stay ungrounded, he starts throwing the forward smashes because if you're not ready, those are pretty much safe on shield and they rack up a good amount of percent.
Yeah, already look, just with one forward smash already at 18.5%. Just like that. Already taking that slight lead. Then with the Zare. Whoa. Ooh, okay. Very nicely timed right there from Headshot.
Yeah, the bomb made him kind of force him to use, like, oh yeah, I'll use the count, the reflect. That let him easily to get swiped by the forward tilt. And at that percent, it's kind of like a done deal at that point. Ooh, there we go. That's what I'm saying, like the sweet spot. And there we go. That's the Din's Fire taking the percent that close to the blast zone. You got to be careful. You can't fall asleep any moment here against Zelda.
Yeah, and that was a really good setup too because a lot of people sometimes, you know, he's charging on the side, so he's like, oh, the Knight's coming, so I'm just going to block. But then he'll just go over there, and even if you block it, then you might get your shield broken because then the fair is coming out too, so you got to watch out for that. Yes, he is forcing him to jump, and then as Zelda, you could just like read the jump and then go in for the fair to punish. So it's a little bit of a mix-up using the Knight.
Oh, there we go. So he committed hard for the forward smash, and then he loses a stock for it. It was kind of like, that was high risk during that forward smash in that situation because he didn't put Headshot in a disadvantaged state. You know, Headshot could have reacted and re-rolled, you know, preemptively and got the kill. Oh, that was a little charged. But Samus is kind of heavy, so she definitely survives. Ooh! So the Knight has a little bit of wind box, right? So around it, it does have a little bit of wind box, and that's it.
Oh, still living, yo. Yeah. That's one until it says game, man.
Oh, he's... there you go.
Yeah.
Forward smash. It just works, you know? It just works.
And that's the thing with Samus players is that, especially when they're on ledge, they love to approach with jumping fair. And then, of course, with Zelda, especially with her forward smash having so much range, she's just going to let it rip. And right there, he just did it like 2 times. Hey, if the first 2 don't succeed, you get the second one.
Like, so. Ears was in prime position. He put the Knight pushes you away from Zelda. So if you even get past that Knight, you're going to take that big forward smash. It's you know, it's chunky, multi-hit, it drags you in. If you even get hit by the tipper of the hitbox, it's going to drag you into the vacuum effect.
Exactly.
So that's, you know, that actually was kind of, you know, that last stock was kind of convincing for Ears. So I'm really wondering if Headshot will change to Belmont, a different type of character, because Belmont does have projectiles, but most of his aerials, his tilts, are just that whip. So you wouldn't have to worry so much about the reflect itself. And if you're trying to do the whip against the Knight, it will go through the Knight.
Yeah.
So I'm really thinking Headshot's kind of thinking about it a little bit. Or maybe he'll just change to a darker side.
Oh, okay.
Because one thing that I do know, he says that because Dark Samus and Samus's jumps are different, and also their effects are different, he uses them according to the matchup. So he might be either the Ridley.
Looks like you might be right.
Yeah, there we go. Simon Belmont.
Yep.
Yeah, because he's probably thinking this Knight is really bothering me. I can't go through it. If I just use a forward tilt, I use the forward air, I'll just whip right through it.
Exactly. Whipping right through it, has way more range, and look, already right off the bat.
21% of fresh forward smash. There we go. See, the counter's just not working. It does not work. Either you trade, that's all like 1%, 2% from the Nairu's love, and he gets a full aerial. So.
Yeah, Headshot has to watch out though because he just keeps on like pressing forward.
Yeah.
And then he just keeps getting hit by so many forward smashes. And Ears should not be getting so many forward smashes.
Oh, see, so that's a drag down there into a good confirm. Oh,
okay.
So there was that frame of invincibility where he did not get hit. Okay. So this is interesting. It's like right now, Ears is basically beating him at all the ranges. And he's really kind of like putting a slight statement here. It's like, oh yeah, you know, you can be long range, but I got the Din's Fire. You're the mid range, I'll start preparing the Knight.
Right. Oh, free punish, yo. Yeah, it was risky to use that up B. Ooh, with the up tilt into the Nair. Really good confirm. Oh, wow, that was actually really smart to use the Nairo's Love. Instead of blocking, he's like, I don't even want to risk even getting grabbed if you do go for it.
Ears rarely blocks. He does the Nairo's Love instead. Yeah. He rarely blocks because he's thinking most people in the situation where you would block are going to grab. So he's ready for it. Okay, that's so he was holding in to get out of the fire, but Headshot was not ready for the pop out. And look at that Knight. The Knight, the Knight had hit the cross, so it was active for a longer time, and that's how Headshot got hit.
With that rage combined, man, once again, he's pressing forward and connected another forward smash. And yeah, this is not looking good for your boy Headshot right here, man.
There we go.
Yeah, finally gets that KO, but so much percent, especially on Zelda.
I also kind of wanted to say, I know like Headshot's looking kind of rough, but he recently did get picked up by Red Roosters. He went through the tryouts, and Red Rooster, the Puerto Rican esports team that are picking up players. He's recently picked up there. Congrats to him. You know, sometimes when you get picked up by somebody, you're going to have to take a loss at a big tournament. That seems to be a trend, right? Yeah. You get picked up, you lose at the next tournament.
Hey, it happens, man.
Ooh, okay. That's some good aim. That's why he's called Headshot Chris.
Okay. Wow, and just like that, already brought it back. Yeah, that offense definitely working out in his favor now. Making all the right decisions here and already has a % lead. Wow, what a comeback. So
Ears has tried to activate the Nairo's Love, and every time so far in this last stock for Headshot has been really bad for him. So that's why the Headshot hasn't gotten the chance.
Oh, definitely made it count right there.
Damn.
Yeah, he knows it too. Like he had that comeback too. But he was down 3 stocks to 1.
That's quite the upset. He's definitely upset.
Wow.
Yeah, I told you about the sweet spots. Ears knows how to get them consistently, and he always puts the fear, like, I'm looking for it. I am looking for it, and you will feel it.